And right now at 6, several gun control proposals are gaining some momentum at the state capitol.
Yeah, today one of them crossed the halfway point, and now it's just a few votes away from actually heading to the governor's desk. Let's get right to Griffin Rushton, who joins us from our Roundhouse. And Griffin, we're talking about a proposal that would ban guns at all polling places in our state.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tessa. Senate Majority Leader Democrat Peter Worth's proposal is pretty simple. It would ban guns at all polling places across New Mexico and within 100 feet of the main entrance. That's on Election Day and during the early voting periods. Senator Worth has repeatedly said that guns are already banned at polling places inside schools and that his bill is just extending those restrictions to all polling places. He believes they should all be on the same level. And he says that poll workers in his district asked for this after having to deal with guns at polling locations during previous elections. Today, the full Senate debated the proposal. Senator Worth started by listing off all the changes he's already made, including exceptions for people walking by polling places, allowing voters to leave guns in their cars, and adding specific language about off-duty law enforcement officers. Still, Republican lawmakers tried amending the bill so it's only in effect in the most populated counties and adding exceptions for concealed carry holders. Now, both of those failed, and that's because Worth and other Democrats argued those would defeat the purpose of this bill.
There's a different kind of intimidation when guns are in a polling place. This bill really is about leveling the playing field, equal treatment regardless of where you vote.
Now, some Republican lawmakers admitted Worth's proposal does fall in line with the recent U.S. Supreme Court ruling allowing gun restrictions in certain sensitive places. However, they later argued the proposal would still significantly impact a certain group of New Mexican voters.
This bill, whether it's intended to or not, any common sense person knowing anything about modern America and modern New Mexico just knows this will disproportionately disenfranchise Republican gun owners that are genuinely and reasonably concerned about going into a gun-free zone or taking their children into a gun-free zone.
Now, the Senate eventually approved the proposal on a 26-16 vote, and it was not down party lines. Democratic State Senator Saya Correa Hemphill actually voted against the bill along with Republicans. Regardless, the bill is now heading over to the House, where it's going to have to go through this committee process once again.
Yeah, quite literally the halfway point, as we said. Now, we know this is just one of the governor's a handful of gun safety initiatives this year. Do we know the status of the others at this point?
Well, 3 more of her gun safety proposals could cross this halfway point pretty soon. Bills calling for a 14-day waiting period for gun sales, proposed changes to the red flag law, and the Firearm Industry Accountability Act were all sent to the House floor, but it's not clear when we could see those debates on the House floor. A proposal to raise the age to purchase guns to 21 and a proposed assault weapons ban have both cleared their first hurdles and are scheduled for a House committee tomorrow. If approved in that committee, they would also be heading to the House floor for a vote. Now, it's worth noting a Senate version of that 14-day waiting period is also just one committee vote away from a Senate floor vote. Meanwhile, bills to increase the penalties for felons caught with firearms and a bill banning guns at playgrounds, they are still sitting at the starting line right now. And tomorrow is effectively the halfway point of this legislative session, this 30-day legislative session. So the clock is really ticking here for any of these bills to keep moving forward. Tessa, Trevor?
Yeah,
it's been clicking down from the start in a 30-day session.
Totally.
For sure. Griffin, thank you so much. And as always, we'll continue to bring you the latest from the Roundhouse to your house and break down how these decisions impact you. You can also find all of our reporting online at KOB.com.